Alright, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad, and I need to check and make sure that my ringer is working. So I did not hear anything ring. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
You can hear me okay? I can hear you. That's strange. The ringer, usually when the class starts, it goes bing, and it rings off. I was like, very strange. So I was like, dang it. Hopefully my microphone's working still. Anyway, good to have you guys here in class. This is going to be a reading class, just like usual. It is for advanced, and it's for my advanced students. The story we are going to take a look at, you guys, is entitled Angel Shoes. Okay, the link is right there in the Verbling chat box, as well as here in the Google chat box. All right, very good. Let's see who we have in class. Hi there, Victor. How you doing?
Hi, Chad. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good to see you again.
Glad to see you as well.
Okay, we also have Ricardo. Hi there, Ricardo. Welcome to class.
Hey, Chad. Thank you.
Hi there. Hi there. And Heidi. Hi there, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Good to see you as well. And Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Welcome to class.
How are you? I'm doing great.
I'm doing great. Good to see you again.
Likewise. Thank you.
Okay, and Amparo. Amparo, how are you?
Hi, teacher.
Hi there.
Well, thank you.
Great, great, great. Okay, all right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. All righty. We're going to start off with Victor tonight. And Victor, let's have you read. All right, so go ahead and read this this first paragraph here, and this next one, and read down to. It's a long one. Yeah, go ahead and read the first two paragraphs. We'll be. There's only 5 of us here in class tonight, so we'll be. You guys will have plenty of chances to read. So go ahead and read that.
I absolutely hated them. They looked like elephant feet, white, portrait, wrinkly elephant feet, constructed of virtually indestructible, thick brown leather with broad, round toes, 2 ample straps, and gaudy brass buckles. They were, without a doubt, the ugliest-looking shoes I had ever set eyes on. My mother, who prided herself on being as sensible as stone, felt differently. I had my heart set on the dainty, black patent leather ones displayed daintily on the revolving plexiglass shelf in the front of window at the town's only shoe store. They were the ultimate in style, petite and fragile-looking, with a black velvet bow just above the narrow toe. They were identical to the shoes Annette wore on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, so this is going to be Mickey. Instead of Mikey, the Mickey Mouse Club.
Mickey Mouse Club.
There you go, good. Next up is the word ultimate. Right here, instead of ulta, it's ultimate.
Ultimate.
There you go. Now, with the ATE there at the end, let's pronounce a short I and a T. Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Okay, all right, good. Let's go to the word thick right here. Okay, instead of thick, okay, give me a short I. Thick.
Thick.
Okay, very good. And the last word for you is this one here. The word is putrid. Putrid.
Putrid.
Good. One more time. Putrid.
Putrid.
Good. Excellent. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All righty. Let's continue here. Next up is Ricardo.
Yep.
All right, Ricardo. Let me have you read from Every Day. Okay, and read down to right here where it says Irish Catholic Community, please.
Okay. Every day on our way home from school, me and my girlfriends would pause outside the plate glass display watching the shiny shoes as they spun round and round. Each of us coveted them, all of us sure we would never have them, all of us. That is, except Janet McKesney. Her father, unlike ours, was not a coal miner. He was one of the warmonger owners of the town's coal mine, and he wore a custom-made suit to work every day. Our fathers were the poor saps who toiled from dusk sorry, to dawn in the dank and wretched holes in the ground, and their one and only suit came by mail order from Sears. The only time they wore it was to attend a wedding and funeral. Janet was an only child, which in itself was almost unheard of in our predominantly Irish Catholic community.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right, let's go to an ED ending
Okay.
right here. Instead of toiled, okay, this is toiled.
Toiled.
Very good. So let's try this. Who toiled from dusk to dawn?
Who toiled from dusk to down.
There you go. Okay, very good. This word here, instead of suit, okay, the word is suit. Suit.
Yeah. Suit.
Okay, very good. Right here, this word is pronounced whoremonger. Whoremonger.
Whoremonger.
Okay, very nice. Next up is okay, the word coveted. Okay, so our stress is at the very beginning of the word. Coveted.
Coveted.
Okay, very nice. And the last word for you is display. The stress is at the very end. Instead of display, display.
Display.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chad.
No problem. All righty, let's continue here with Heidi.
Yes.
All right, Heidi, let's have you continue from she bore striking. Okay. Finish this paragraph and read down to here where it says in a single bound, please.
Bound. Okay. She bore a striking resemblance to the Muppet, Miss Piggy, and had a squat, pudgy body to match. She was also a mean-spirited, spoiled brat whose parent gave her everything and anything she asked for. She was always quick to gloat and was expert at making the rest of us feel like the little matchstick girl. My one wish was to have just one thing that Fat Janet wanted but didn't have. And she didn't have black patent leather shoes, not yet anyway. Weren't they gorgeous? I breathed that Friday evening. Ma is taking me shopping for new shoes tomorrow, and I'm gonna get them. As soon as the words were out of my mouth, I wanted to grab them from the air, and stuff them far back into my fanciful imagination. The other girls looked at me like I had just announced that I was gonna leap over the Eiffel Tower in a single bound.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take a look here at 4 words. Our first one is fanciful. Fanciful.
Fanciful.
There you go. Good, good. Next up is the O sound in shopping. Instead of shopping, it's ah. Open up your mouth. Shopping.
Shopping.
Okay, very nice. All right, next up is the word expert.
Expert.
Yeah, so right here. So our stress is at the very beginning. Instead of expert, it's expert.
Expert.
Okay, very good. And our last one here is spirited. Spirited.
Spirited.
Good, that was much better. Awesome. Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Daniel.
Yep.
Okay, Daniel, please read from Although It Was Obvious. Okay, and read down to, let's see here. Okay, right here, this is Ariel. In your dreams, Ariel.
Okay. Although it was obvious I was long overdue for a pair of shoes, as mine were tattered and torn. Tattered and torn. My baby toes straining to pierce the thin canvas. They all knew that there was no way my mother would ever put out $19.95 for something as frivolous as a pair of plastic shoes, no matter how shiny or grabby they were. The silence was deafening until Janet started to laugh, a high, mocking sound that made me grit my teeth while swallowing hard to hold back tears of frustration. I tried to pretend I didn't hear her, but to my utter dismay the others joined in, all of them giggling foolishly like morons. Oh, that's it. That is, except my best friend Molly. To her credit, she didn't laugh, but she didn't come with me either, as I stomped off in a huff. As I fled the taunting jeers, I heard Fat Jan say, "Yeah, right. In your dreams, Ariel."
Okay, nice job. Very good. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, this word is first. Okay, instead of stomped, this is an ah sound. Stomped.
Stomped.
Okay, good. Next, we have the word either. Give me a good th instead of eater. Either.
Either.
Good.
Either.
Okay, that was your only th. All your other ths were good. Okay. All of the rest of them were good. Okay, no worries. Okay, this word here is giggling instead of jiggling. Giggling.
Giggling.
Okay, very nice. Next is okay. Let's see here. All right, this word here is deafening. Deafening.
Deafening. Deafening.
Okay, good. Right here, this word is groovy. Groovy.
Groovy. Groovy. Groovy.
There you go. Good, good. Let's try this this dollar amount here. Okay. So
Yeah.
instead of saying $19.95, okay, dollars would be said right where the point is at. Okay. So we're going to say $19.95.
$19.95.
There you go. Okay, good. Next is okay, the word thin. Give me a good short I here instead of thin. It's thin. Thin canvas.
Thin. Thin canvas.
Okay, very good. And let's try these two together. Okay, tattered and torn.
Tattered and torn.
Good, much better. Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Ariel, right here. Okay, let's go to, I believe Amparo is next, but let's see here. Things are going slow. Okay, Amparo, you are next. Let's have you read from. Uh-oh, now I'm lost. Okay, up here. Okay, so the last pair. Okay, finish this paragraph. Read this next one. Okay, finish this one and read down to her work-worn hands, please.
That's the last pair, and you can bet it will be me wearing them to church on Sunday. When I got home, Ma, sensitive but pragmatic as always, listened patiently while I railed on about how mean fat Janet was, and how someday I would show her. My mother was well aware of how it felt to never have enough money for extras. However, Dad's paltry wages barely kept a roof over our heads. With a hungry family of 8 to feed and clothe, she could ill afford the luxury of choosing style over versatility. Saying nothing, she just patted my head, handed me a cookie, and went on with her chores. Relative to eking out a meagre living, my misplaced vanity mattered not a whit. So there I stood that Saturday morning, silently watching Ma's face as she hefted the heavy leather of the ugly brown shoes in her work-worn hands.
Okay, very good. Okay, all right. So these names here, we're going to say ma and da instead of ma and da. Okay, this is going to be ma's face. So try that. Ma's face.
Ma's face.
Okay, good. All right, let's go to this word here. So the word luxury. Okay.
Luxury.
Yeah, so it's a G sound first. So we say luxury. So it's a G, then an SH sound. Luxury.
Luxury.
Okay, let me type it out here.
Luxury.
Yeah, there we go.
Luxury.
Yeah, so SH. Luxury. Luxury.
Luxury. Luxury.
There you go. Luxury. One more time.
Luxury.
Good, good. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's kind of funky, but yeah, we have.
I thought it was like a KS, luxury.
Luxury. You can pronounce a K as well because the K and the G are pretty much the same. The only thing is that a K is an unvoiced sound and G is voiced. Okay, the positioning is exactly the same. Okay, but the thing that is important is the SH after that sound. You could say luxury, that's okay, or luxury.
Okay.
Okay, either one is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do need that SH sound right afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's go to. Okay. Okay. Extras. Give me a good TR here. Extras.
Extras.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Next is. Okay, railed on. Okay, so connect the ed ending to the word on. I railed on about.
I railed on about.
Okay, very good. And our last one here, okay, is the word home instead of hum, home.
Home.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
All righty. Okay, so we've got how your name is pronounced?
Esme?
Yes.
It's Aline.
Aline. Okay,
Yes.
Aline. And Aline, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil. Okay, good. Good to have you here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, Aline, let's have you read from These Are Good Sturdy Shoes. Okay, and let me have you read down to right here where it says opinion, conceded to her opinion, please.
Okay. These are good, sturdy shoes, she said. They look like they will take a lot of wear. And then when they don't fit her anymore, Sherry can wear them. As far as I was concerned, my youngest sister, Cherry, could have them right now. Thank you very much. I quickly looked to the sales clerk for help. In Cape Breton, in the late 15th, everyone abided by the old adage that children should be seen and not heard. and normally I would never have considered that any adult would pay the last bit of attention to my opinion on anything. But this adult was different. This was my big sister, Mercedes. Since a part of her paycheck from the shoe store went to help with household expenses, Mercer's input was always considered, and any purchase made for the rest of us kids, inevitable, made always considered to her opinion.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to this word right here. The word is pronounced inevitably. Inevitably.
Inevitably. Okay.
All right, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's go to this word here. Don't leave off the es ending there. So this is purchases. Purchases.
Okay. Purchases.
Okay, very nice. Next up, we have the word input. Okay, give me a short I instead of in. Input. It's in. Input.
Input.
There you go. Good short I sound. Excellent. Next up is the word adult. Adult.
Adult.
Okay, now there's two ways to pronounce this, you guys. Okay, the way that I'm pronouncing it, I'm using a schwa at the beginning. I'm saying and then adult. Adult. The stress is at the end of the word. Okay, that's one way to pronounce it. What some people say is adult. Okay, and they pronounce it like an a sound, a short a, stressing that sound. Okay, and then coming down on the rest of the word. Okay, you can say adult or adult. You cannot say adult. Okay, so if you stress the beginning of that word, you have to pronounce the short a, saying ah. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, the word is adult.
Adult.
Good, good, nice job. Okay, very good. Next up is the word adage, right here. Same thing, the stress is at the very beginning. Instead of adage, it's adage.
Adage, okay.
Okay, very nice. This is 50s, in the late 50s. Try that.
In the late 50s. That's the correct.
That's the correct way.
Yeah, in the late 50s. Okay.
Okay, good. This word here is pronounced looked. Okay, ed ending. Okay, it's a T sound. Looked.
Looked.
Okay, now what you're saying look it. Okay, and you're pronouncing this E. This E is silent, so you want to say looked. Looked.
Looked.
Okay, almost. So you're adding a vowel. You're adding a vowel in between there. So what I want you to say, all I want you to say right now is look. So make a space there. So I want you to say look, just like that. Try that.
Looked.
That's it. Good. One more time. Looked.
Looked.
Great. Good job. Okay. Next up we have the word concerned. Okay, same type of thing. The ed ending, this E is silent, but this time instead of having a T sound like looked, the ed sounds like a D. Okay, so this word is concerned. Concerned.
Concerned.
Okay, take off that E. You're saying concerned. Adding the vowel ed. Take off that I. Okay, it's concerned.
Concerned. Concerned.
Okay, better. Good job. Okay, and the last one here is where. Okay, they can take a lot of where. Try that.
Take a lot where.
Good.
Take a lot of where. Yeah.
Excellent job. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Okay, let's continue here with Victor.
Okay.
All right, Victor, please read from she was also. Finish this paragraph. Okay, and then read down to Go ahead and read to this comma. Why it was that, please.
She was also my idol, and although she would never have admitted it, I knew I was the favorite of her 5 siblings. She almost always took my side, and most times I could get my way when she was around. This time, however, she appeared oblivious to both my disarming smile and the beseeching look in my eye. Maybe I'll get them one size bigger, that way she can wear heavy socks for a while and get more wear out of them. At my mother's words, my sister nodded her head sensibly, and I knew right then and there that my goose was cooked. My feet would be encased in the brown box-like ugliness for the next few seasons, and ugly, fat Janet would skip along merrily in the pretty black patterns. I felt a longing that bent my heart so low no sigh could expel it. I didn't yet understand why it was that.
Okay, very nice job. Let's take a look at 2 words is all, okay? All right, so first up, okay, we have the word where instead of we're. Okay, this is a year, where.
Where?
That's it. Good long A sound. Okay, and our last one, okay, however. Give me a good V there, however.
However.
Good, one more time, however.
However.
Great, good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad.
No problem. Good. So we went to that. All right. Let's continue with Ricardo. Okay, Ricardo, please read from fair or not. Finish this paragraph. And read down to here where it says, I moped around the house, please.
Okay. Fair or not, some people were born with a silver spoon in their mouth and then they just coasted through life having someone else polish it. Fat Janet was one of those people. Hatred and envy waged a serious battle with my Christian conscience. Envy won. Overcome with an uncontrollable panic, I started to beg a wine. I was willing to grovel and or cry, and I even briefly considered making a scene right there in the middle of the store. But I quickly gave it all up when I saw the familiar determined look in Ma's eye. Her mind was made up. Any further argument would be little more than exercise in futility. Despite my obvious disappointment, I trudged home from the store with my tattered old runners in a box and the ugly brown elephant shoes on my feet. For the rest of the morning I mopped out around the house.
Okay, nice job. All right, let's go to this word first. The word is moped. Instead of mopped, moped.
Moped.
Okay, excellent job. Next up, we have the word trudged. Trudged. Good. One more time. Trudged. Great job. Good. Okay. Next up is, okay, right up here, the word is willing instead of whiling. It's willing. Okay, very good. This word here is pronounced uncontrollable. Okay, so our stress is right here. Uncontrollable. Good, okay. All right, let's try this all together. Okay, so within. Okay, give me a good TH instead of within. Okay, with an uncontrollable panic.
With an uncontrollable panic.
Great, good job.
Okay.
Next up is the word envy instead of envy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is envy.
Envy.
Good. This word right here, is waged. Just like trudged, same type of ending. Okay, this is
Okay.
waged.
Waged.
Okay, very good, very good. And our last one here is hatred. Hatred.
Hatred. Hatred.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Okay. Thank
No
you.
problem. All right, very good, very good. Okay, let's go to Heidi.
Yeah.
All right, Heidi, please read from My 10-Year-Old Heart.
Hmm.
Okay, finish this paragraph. And let's see here. And okay, let's have you read till here where it says their little angel's world, please.
My 10-year-old heart was heavy and my shoulders drooped with the burden of enforced poverty. Ma, an expert at ignoring the obvious, pretended she didn't see my withdrawn looks. For the first time, Mercedes had let me down, and by mid-afternoon I was hopping mad. Somehow, I vowed I would pay her back. After all, we shared a bedroom, and I knew where she kept her secret stash. Lord knows, I had spent countless hours poring over the entries in her diary and boy. Would the folks ever love to know what their golden-haired girl was really up to? I would just bide my time, I thought, and then I would drop my bomb at just the right minute. Maybe when Dad was about to sit down to supper. Boy, would that ever shake up their little angel world.
Okay, very good. All right, let's try angels one more time. Give me that S on the end. Their little angel's world.
Their little angel's world.
Good, much better with the S sound there. Okay, very nice. Next up, we have the word spent. Okay, give me a T there at the end. I had spent countless hours.
I had spent countless hours.
Good, one more time. I had spent countless hours.
I had spent countless hours.
Okay, very good. Next is the word. Ooh, a new one for you. Okay, this is woe begone. Woe begone.
Woe begone.
Okay, so woe begone looks is when you're looking like you're depressed and like your world is ending. Okay, so woe begone looks. Okay. All right, and our last one here. Give me a good ER sound. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Sorry. I thought I was losing my connection here. Okay. So here, this is shoulders instead of shoulders. Okay. Give me an ER sound. Shoulders.
My shoulders.
Good. Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you. Okie dokie. Next up is Daniel.
Yep.
Okay, Daniel, please read from Then I Remembered. Finish this paragraph. And read down to the end of this next paragraph and until here where it says, I knew Fat Janet would be there. Till the semicolon, please.
Then I remembered. Thou was totally devoid of a sense of humor when he was tired, hungry, and just plain awake. If I was the one to press his button, the only world that got shook up could very well be mine. In the end, I knew it. I knew it was all filibuster anyway. No matter how mad or disappointed I was, I realized that I would never reveal my sister's secrets. I loved her too much, and I knew that such a breach of trust would be unforgivable. Of course, the fact that she would swat me silly played a big part in helping me to keep my mouth shut. Besides, if I got all riled up, I'd get a cough in the ear from him and a long-suffering look from my mother. Oh, the injustice of being poor and Catholic. Guilt and fear, guilt and fear, the dogma of my life. The bigger problem I had at the moment was just how I was going to get out of going to church the following morning. I knew Fat Janet would be there.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to 3 words is all. Okay, right here, instead of following, this is following.
Following.
Good, good. The following morning. Try that.
The following morning.
Excellent, excellent. Next up is this name here. Instead of the, okay, using a Spanish D, give me an English D. Da.
Da.
Okay, very good. All right, and last one here, if I can find it, is the word mad. Okay, right here. So here you said mod using an ah sound. This is an ah. So mad. No matter how mad or disappointed. Try that.
Mad. Okay. No matter how mad or disappointed.
Good, good. One more time.
Okay. No matter how mad or disappointed.
That's it. Good. All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Let's go to Amparo. All right, Amparo, please read from "And I Knew." Okay, finish this paragraph. And read down to the semicolon. All to no avail, please.
Okay. And I knew she would make me the laughing stock of our crowd when I showed up in my Sunday dress and the wrong side of the track version of Birkenstock, while she sashayed down the aisle in my black patent. I laid awake for hours scheming, frantically trying to figure out any way to postpone the inevitable. I was willing to make any kind of deal with God, and very briefly and even considered bargaining with the devil. However, my fear that Satan's ear was always too close to my mouth for comfort scared me, and I quickly discarded that idea. Desperate, I was willing to go to any length to make my mother somehow believe I was too sick to attend Sunday Mass. I held my breath until I felt dizzy. I pinched my cheeks and I jammed my fingers in my throat, all to no avail.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. All right, let's go to this word right here. The word is throat. Instead of throat, okay, it's throat.
Throat.
Okay, very nice. Okay, let's go to this word right here. Whoops, right up above that. Okay, so it's lengths.
Length.
Good, yeah, so here it's going to be the long A.
K.
Yeah, then this is the K sound. Lengths.
Yeah. Lengths.
Good, one more time. Sorry, yeah, you already did it twice. Okay, let's go to right here. So I lay awake for hours. So a couple things here. So on lay, you added a D sound. Okay, and then so we want to take that off, and then we need to add the K for awake. Okay, so I lay awake for hours.
I lay awake for hours.
Okay, very good, very good. And let's go to our last one here. Okay, so here, would make. So add that mush that D and the M together instead of would to make, would Okay, so it's she would make me.
She would make me.
Good, just like that. Awesome. Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. To no avail. All right, very good. Okay, next up. It was Alini, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to remember. So hopefully I got it right. Okay. All right. So please read from as I fell into. Okay, finish this paragraph. And read till. Okay, go ahead and finish this next paragraph. Down to those horribly hideous shoes, please.
Okay. As I fell into a fitful sleep, I dreamed fat Janet was a fly, and I watched in glee as my brother pulled the wings off her body. Inevitably, Sunday morning arrived, and with it the dreaded panic. My treacherous buddy had joined the conspiration of betrayal, and I woke without even a toothache. Mercedes, my new-found adversary, was warning me to hurry and get moving before they come upstairs. I directed my most murderous glare in her direction, but she seemed not to notice. With no last-minute reprieve in sight, I realized there was no way out. Silly me! I should have known nothing short of polio or leprosy would render me exempt from going to church on a Sunday. There was no getting around it. I would have to come face to face with my friends, would just have to try and ignore fat Janet, and her snickering sneers when she caught sight of my feet in those horrible hideous shoes.
Okay, very good. All right, so this is those. Okay, so those horribly hideous shoes. Those horribly hideous shoes. Try that again.
Those horribly hideous shoes.
Okay, all right, good. Let's try hideous one more time. Hideous.
Hideous.
There you go, that's it. Okay. All right, let's go to the word ignore right here. The word is ignore fat Janet.
Ignore fat Janet.
Okay, very nice. Next up is, okay, getting. Okay, no getting around it. No getting around it. Try that.
Okay. No getting around it.
That was really good. Excellent. Okay. Next is, okay, she seemed right here. So instead of she seemed, okay, ed, okay, take off that ed sound. Okay. So she seemed. She seemed.
She seemed.
Good, good, much better. Okay, let's go to, all right, most murderous. Okay, so here instead of mas murderous, it's most murderous. Try that.
Most murderous.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to toothache. This word here is toothache.
Toothache.
Good, good, just like that. Okay. Next up is dreaded, right here instead of dreaded. Okay. Okay, short e sound. Dreaded.
Dreaded.
Okay, very good. Nice job with inevitably. You got that. Okay, very nice. Okay, this word here, ed ending. Okay, pulled instead of pulled, it's pulled.
Pulled.
Okay, very good. Here. Okay, give me a T sound at the end. This is watched. Watched.
Watched.
Okay, very good. And this one here, dreamed. Okay, I take off that E. Instead of dreamed, it's dreamed.
Dreamed.
Okay, you're almost there. You're saying dream it. Okay, adding an eh right in the middle. So take off that eh sound. It's dream, dream.
Okay. Dreamed.
Good, just like that. Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you too.
All right, snickering, horribly hideous shoes. Okay, good. Okay, let's go back up to the top here with Victor.
Okay.
Okay, Victor, please read from My Fingers Itched. Finish this paragraph and let's see here. Read down to incite his ire. Right to that comma, please.
My fingers itched with the desire to choke someone, either Fat Janet or the idiot who designed those crude brown boxes, cleverly disgusted as shoes would do. Sleepily, I rolled out of bed, quickly getting into my Sunday dress. Mercedes was hovering over me, and I wanted to lag behind just to spite her. But Dad's temper was legendary. None of us kids were brave or stupid enough to deliberately incite his ire.
Okay, very good, very good. Only one word for you. This word right here, disguised. Instead of disguised, disguised.
Disguised.
Good,
Disguised.
good, excellent job. Okay, everything else was great.
Thank
Okay,
you.
nice job. All right, next up is Ricardo. All right, Ricardo, please read from Especially When.
Okay.
Okay, and so here. Okay, read down to My brain was all still sluggish. Okay, right to that comment. Go ahead and read that, please.
Okay. Okay. Especially when it came to being late for church, grudgingly I reached under the bed for the dreaded brown monstrosities. My eyes widened in shock and fear. My fingers brushed up against the toes of the shiny black patent shoes, and I yanked my hand back.
Where's the teacher? Oh boy.
How about now?
Hey.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope, nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you.
We can't hear you.
You can? Okay. All right, give me 1 second. It's still all frozen on me. So yeah, first, this has been the only internet glitch, and it wasn't even really that bad. It just dropped for a second. Whew. It's been working much better than my last provider, I can tell you that. But right now it's just super slow. My whole screen is frozen. me try this here. Okay, I'll just do that. So I'm not connected to Verbling chat anymore. I just exited out of that because that's what was freezing my screen. Okay, so we were on Ricardo, right?
Yep.
Okay, and Ricardo, I heard up until monstrosities. That was the last word that I heard. Can I have you read from my eyes widened down to sluggish one more time, please?
Okay. My eyes widened in shock and fear. My fingers brushed up against the toes of the shiny black patent shoes, and I yanked my hand back as if it had if once again. Okay. Come in contact with hot embers. Rubbing my eyes, I got down on all fours and looked again, although my brain was still sluggish.
Okay, very good. All right, now let's take a look here. First up, this word here, instead of forwards, okay, this is fours.
Force.
Just like that, nice and easy. Okay.
Okay.
Next up is right above that. This word is yanked instead of yank. Okay, it's yanked.
Yanked.
Okay, very good. Next up is, okay, this one here. The word is monstrosities. Monstrosities.
Monstrosities.
Okay, very good. And your last word here is being. Okay, instead of bang, it's being. To being late for church.
To being late for church.
Okay, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chad.
No problem. All right, let's go to Heidi.
Yeah.
All right, please read from My Heart rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, finish here. And read down to here where it says, going to try them on, please.
Okay. My heart rapidly went cold with dread, afraid to touch them. I was convinced that if those shoes were really there, under my bed, then despite my reluctance to do so, I had succeeded in forming a pact with the devil. Now I knew for sure I was going to hell on a roller coaster. I glanced up quickly and saw Mercedes' pretty face wreathed in smiles. She beamed. Well, aren't you going to try them on?
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word on. Instead of on, okay, on. Try them on.
Try them on.
Okay, very good. Next up, this word here, wreathed. Wreathed.
Wreathed.
Okay, very nice. Good. Okay, right here we have the word glanced. Give me an N sound there. This is glanced.
Glanced.
Okay, very nice. And your last one, okay, is this sentence here. I was going to hell on a roller coaster.
I was going to hell on a roller coaster.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's continue here with Daniel.
Yep.
All right, Daniel, please read from dumbfounded. Okay, finish this paragraph. Read down to here. Have them at cost, please.
Okay. Dumbfounded, I looked from my sister to the pretty shoes and then back again. For one of the first times in my young life, I was at a loss for words. But how? But how? My voice cracked as I cursed the pointed toes, amazed that my fingers didn't sizzle and burned. I bought them for you, silly, Mercedes said. They were from the display rack and had a few little scratches on the heel, so my boss let me have them at cost.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look at 2 words. First up is caressed. Caressed.
Caressed.
Okay, very good. And the last one for you is the word dumbfounded. Okay, give me a good D sound at the beginning. Instead of thumb, it's d, dumb, dumbfounded.
Dumbfounded.
Great. Okay, everything else was good. Okay, nice job.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's continue here with Amparo. All right, Amparo, please read from I see, or sorry, see, I rubbed. Finish this paragraph. Read this next one and down to lungs, oxygen to my lungs, please.
Okay. See, I rubbed them with Vaseline and got most of the marks out. They still make a fine pair of Sunday shoes, don't you think? Then she leaned in close to my ear and whispered conspiratorially, that was the last pair. Fat Janet was livid. Suddenly everyone's of air whooshed out of my lungs. Now I felt like I really was going to faint. The lump in my throat was cutting off all the oxygen to my lungs.
Okay, nice job. Okay, let's go to the word whooshed. Whooshed or whooshed. Either one is okay. You can say or oo. Whooshed.
Whooshed.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Great job with conspiratorially. That was good. Okay, and let's go to this word here. The word is ounce. Ow. Ounce.
Ounce.
Okay, good. And last one here. Okay, Vaseline. Okay, so unvoiced S and then stress at the end. Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Okay, very good. Very good. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, and Aline, or Alini, sorry. Let's have you finish up our this part right here. So read from I jumped, finish the paragraph, and read down to here where it says eyes of my friends, please.
I jumped up, hugged my sister, and danced her around the room. Disentangling herself from my wide embrace, she ruffled my hair, still smiling. Go on now, hurry and get ready, or you will be late. I didn't need to be told twice. That Sunday morning I floated to church, my feet barely touched the ground as I pirouetted before the envious eyes of my friends.
Okay, very good. All right, so this word here is pronounced envious. Envious.
Envious.
Okay, very good. This next one is a French word, and I'm going to do my best with it. It is pirouetted. Pirouetted.
Pirouetted.
Okay, very good. Next up is touched. Ed ending. Touched with the T.
Touch it.
Okay, take out that vowel. Instead of touch it, it's touch.
Touch. Touch. Sorry. Touch.
Okay, almost. You're adding that vowel sound. It's touch.
Touched.
There, that's it. Good, good. Okay, and let's go to the word jumped. Same thing. So take out that E. Jumped.
Jumped.
Great, good job. And let's do one last one here. The word is hugged. Try that. Hugged.
Hugged.
Okay, take out that E. Instead of hugged, it's hugged. Hugged.
Hugged.
Good, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you very much for coming in. It was great having you here. I am going to take a break until tomorrow, and I will see you then, okay?
See ya.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
For the tips.
Thank you
Goodbye.
very much, Chad. Goodbye.
ya.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.